Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Three Ways to Say It podcast. I am the infamous zebra print Ashley.
Um, I'm Casey. My birthday is Sunday, so that's just telling y'all that Pisces better than everybody. Not sure why
I
there
feel
are
it.
other signs when there's a Pisces, and I wore this just for Ashley, so she'll know what's up. That's it.
Oh, wanna be Scorpio so bad.
Good evening, everybody. It's Tara.
That one time, it sound like that one.
Yes, news. I've been saying news reporter.
That was sexy.
So I know, right? Okay, so I was reading an article about friendship and jealousy, right? But it was more so on the topic. I guess I want to say it went just a little deeper. So, are you jealous in your friendship? And can you speak about it to your friend? Well, talk about it to your friend, right? So, I guess my question would be like, have you guys ever experienced any type of jealousy towards your friend in a certain situation, maybe finances, relationships, possessions, any type of possessions? So, okay, for an example, with one of my friends or whatever, right?
Hmm.
And I asked her because I just wanted to know. For me, yes, I have experienced some type of jealousy towards my friend in our friendship, right? So I get really jealous when she can get money out of guys. I'm sorry. Like I do. And I that message just let her know that hey, I get jealous when you can get money out of guys and I can't. I ain't talking about like no $20 or nothing. I'm talking about bands. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Hmm.
bands. And I asked her, I was like, have you ever been jealous of me in a situation, or relationship or something like that? So she said that she gets jealous when she sees me on vacation with
Hmm.
my sister. We're going places and she likes the relationship that we have and like the family, me traveling with my family as well because she wished that she had that too, like that she had a big sister to
Hmm.
travel with. And I was like, oh really? And I just got sad, I was like, no, don't be like, because I be want to duke it out with Vaughn, like if you want her, you can have her. But it did help me appreciate my sister as well, just hearing her say that. So that's just an example of the type of jealousy that I'm talking about. And it was okay for us to express that as well. So
Hmm.
have you guys ever experienced any jealousy towards your friend that you could probably think of or remember?
I guess I go first. I think in my younger, dang, I hate saying that. Then y'all say I'm not that old, but I think when I was a little younger, I I might have moved based off of what my friends had going on. So if they already had a car, I might not have been as jealous, but I probably was like, dang, I wish I had a car, you know.
Hmm.
Or if they maybe had this type of money, I'd be like, dang, I wish I had that type of money. Even though we,
Hmm.
different families and stuff like that, still like when you're young, you don't think about that. Like it'll eventually come to you. So in that way, yeah. But now today, I do more of like I'm inspired by what my friends do. So if I see my friend have
Hmm.
some more than me, I'm like, dang, I can't wait till I get to that point. Or just like
Right.
we're doing this podcast, when I got friends that got like successful thing, and I just like I can't wait till our podcast get to that point. So
Hmm.
these days I feel more inspired by what my friends do. But when I was a little younger, of course, not as mature, I definitely had some sense of jealousy or wishing like, dang, I wish I was to that point. But
Right.
yeah, that's really all mine is.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking when you were talking, I can't really remember just being jealous about anything, but I will say that I think we all have had times in our life where we may have gotten jealous for maybe it's just like a second, depending on what it is. But, I think jealous of those things where it has to be something that you want. For me, let me just mean, other than that, it's make you jealous. It's got to be something that you were aspiring to or something that you always wanted. So for the most part, I have always not really been jealous of anything. I can't think of anything where I just was overwhelmed with jealousy or it just bothered me, that somebody did something, because I've always had the mentality like, if God can do it for them, I know that he can do it for me. So I've never moved like that. And also too, Ashley, I wanted to say this. I was listening to you, and when you said she can get money out of men, but also how I felt about that was, I don't even think it's so much of you being jealous about it. I think it just could have been a thing like, okay, how she do that? Because of how I know you and you being so independent, I don't even see you moving in a way where you gonna even give a person an opportunity to just do something like that for you, just from the way that you move. So whereas you said, oh, that could be nice, but just how you operate, you probably send so many signals where even if a guy wanted to do some stuff for you, you're not up in a way for him to even feel like you don't have that damsel in distress. And I don't know your friend, so I don't know her thing of it. But let me just say for me, now, have I been able to get things out of men in my lifetime? Yes. But the way I move and is in a way where most of the time they can't even really come to my rescue. But I have had moments where I have had, friends that I can go to and get things out of, just because they're a good friend to me. So yes, I can do that on that like that. Yeah. But the majority of the time, that ain't even how I move. So I got to be like really down and out, and then it's exhausted everything before I, reach out in a manner like that and just be like, be such and such, because I'm not a person who wants to ask for things. But I will say this, but I move around in such a good circle. Whereas if I have a need, my friends will just feel it. My real friends, that is. If I have a need, they're going to feel it. And that's not even just guys, that's girls too. Because just the other day I was needing to, my eye was red and it's still a little bit red. You can kind of see. And so I really couldn't see that morning. And so Kyla, and I was just telling her, I was like, well, I got to go to the doctor, go to the eye doctor this morning. I said, cause my eyes, I said, girl, I can't even see out. And she was like, where are you going? And I was like, I don't even know. I'm just going to go somewhere near my house. Before I could say that, the next thing, she done looked online. She done found me a person. She done typed in my information and made the appointment for me. And I say all that to say, my friends are so awesome. It was like, I'm just surrounded by people who just feel a need. Like I don't even have to say it. So I think it's just, I know how you are. And it was I was like, how'd she do it? And then you was back to Ashley.
Right. And I appreciate that. Thank you. I think I was more so saying it in a way where, again, like you said, I'm very independent and she is too, right? So I think she can give off this angelicness to guys as well. At least, I'm gonna go a little further. What I had to say, angelicness to guys, whereas for me, I'm not naturally angelic in a way. Not saying that I'm not, it's just not natural presence of angelicness, right? So at least that's what I thought. So that goes back to say too, where we can assume, well, at least I can assume or assumed that she, like the guys were just giving her money without asking. And she was like, no, I still have to ask. She was like, I have to ask them. She was like, majority of the time, I have to ask. She was like, it is sometimes where I don't have to ask, but she said majority of the time, I have to ask. So I think that just goes to say like how when she said that she's jealous of my relationship, well, not the relationship with my sister, but us traveling, and she wished that she had that. And I can say it is some trips where I really want to beat Von head in. Every trip, like we do have a good time, and it's sometimes where we're arguing. Like having a big sister is a good thing. Like it's nice, but it also is like this second mom. So I guess like when you actually hear the truth around a situation, because we can always assume, you know, even with the money thing,
Yeah.
like she's not asking, like, oh my God, like what I gotta do.
Yeah.
And she also
Mm.
said, she was like, you don't ask, Ashley, that's why. And
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
true.
Right. Yeah.
That's true. She actually said this. She was like, I told you what to do, how you need to do it. And you know me, if I actually just like, hey, can I have $100? Like, I guess it's a
Yeah.
certain way you have to ask, like, hey, and it's just hard for me to act that way. Like, I can't
Yeah.
do it. I feel so cringe. So,
Yeah.
but that goes to say, are you comfortable telling your friend those moments, like those jealousy moments? Like, she's one of my best friends, so we can always say that. Or let me use the word hating. Because she can call me out, like if I'm talking about something or someone, and so like, oh, you hating, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm hating. I ain't even like, I'm hating. Yeah, it is. And I think that's the part that I really do like about our friendship, because we can call each other out if we're quote unquote jealous or hating
Mhm.
on someone. We can say it in a friendly way versus
Yeah.
letting that envy. I don't want to say envy, because that is a difference. Jealousy, envy. That
Mm.
jealousy sit in us and, harbor there. It's not something good. So, are you comfortable with telling your friend like those little moments
Mm.
where it's like, oh, I think I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just haven't had no moment where I felt like that. And I'm trying to think like, and if I did, it had to be something when I was way younger, because
Mm.
I've just always, and me and my brother talk about this all the time. I promise you, it's going to have to be something that I want. Because
Mm-hmm.
other than, I don't care, because most of the time I'm always the trendsetter. Like, you may like one thing and I'll like something else, and it's just not going to bother me because it's not what I like, you know?
I'm
Mm.
gonna get to
So,
that too. Yeah.
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 So I think for me, in order for it to be something that I always just feel like this, you know, my moment coming. So I like to celebrate, because I just
Mm-hmm.
that I don't have time or energy to begin myself upset or being jealous about something when I know that whatever it is in the moment, like my time is coming. So
Mm-hmm.
it's for the most part, I just don't. It just no, I don't. Now, y'all are my friends. Have y'all ever seen any time that y'all, because I taught y'all about everything. Have I ever came to y'all at some point and y'all felt like I was jealous in a matter? Because again, you may have seen something that I don't know. So
Mm.
just throw it out to y'all about.
Um. Mm, I wouldn't tell you that on the podcast. I really can't recall, but even if I wouldn't tell you on the podcast anyway,
But we all
Right,
I had to,
right.
I had to, I'll put you on that couch and we'll sit in that therapy chair, and I'm gonna sit there and be like, "This is the time." I'm just playing,
That's why
but
I like Dante.
yeah, I see that, yeah, but yeah, not
I
that I.
struggle at. So I would say if it had to be anything that would get me a little bit off, it would just be that I'm not married. But I
Okay.
celebrate my friends that are married. I go to the weddings. I always give good advice when they're, like, I want to leave my husband. I'm like, hey girl, ain't nothing out here. You better keep him.
Okay. Yeah.
So anything I would think about it, because when it comes down to material things, I mean, like, no, that's silly to me to get
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
about stuff. Now, I have had some people to ask me some things, and I've have experienced some jealousy has had to happen. Well, not had to happen, but I've experienced some jealousies around some things that I'm doing with some of my friends and some other things. And I may talk to y'all about it or just kind of brush it off. But let me say this: I have had my feelings hurt when certain things have happened in my life, and people that are close to me or surrounding me, or let me just be real, relatives or whatever that I truly like, have not been so happy for me. So I can say that I've had a couple of moments when I'm thinking to myself, like, are you kidding? You jealous about that? And you have no idea when I had to just pick myself up off the ground You've been seeing me struggle for years in this area, and you upset because I'm in my season a little bit. Like, are you kidding me? Who gets upset about that? I just like, I just like to be like, oh, you got that? I'm that person. I'm gonna tell you if you're looking for a car, hey, I'm gonna tell you where to go. Because Ashley I already know she was looking for a big baby. I was like, Ashley, try over here. Try this, because I just feel like me giving people information is not gonna hurt me. Like, I'm just gonna give it to you. I mean, I'm gonna celebrate. When she had your big baby, I was like, Ashley, let me see big baby. I want to go outside. So yeah.
Okay, I actually, you made me, now I got to answer this question and I got to talk about that. Okay, so let me ask the question first. Me today, I guess referring back to how I was when I was younger, I could tell my friend now just because I kind of don't care about the response. I can go up and tell you now, like, I used to hate, well, not hate, but I used to be like, dang, when you used to have this, that made me a little jealous. Because I have did that. I tell them that, we can brush it off now. We all what we want to be now. But I don't feel like I come from a place of hatred, or I don't think people even get that from me. I don't even seem like a jealous person, to be honest. So if I'm telling you that, I'm just telling you where you was is where I wanted to be. So right. I'm okay with going up to my friend. If my friend, I guess, respond in a way that made me kind of be like, well, this ain't the friend I can really open up to on that level. But that's okay. Everybody is not willing to hear that, because like you say, when you hear jealous, people think negatively, even if you saying it like it's not of ill intent, you just was comparing where you were to them.
Right,
people hear
right.
Jealous, they think negative. So I understand if I tell a friend that if they feel offended by it or they look at me differently, that's okay. Because it was my choice to open up on that. But I'm not afraid to express that now, only because I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm mature enough to talk about anything. So now, if I felt that, I can talk about whatever. I'm just not. I'm an open book on that end. Okay, now, even though I'm so open, I don't think anybody who I mean, not call people jealous of me. Let me not hype myself like that. But I can see where my successes, and as far as I've gotten in life at this young age, I can see where it bothers other people that they couldn't do that at their age. And I hate to read into it like that, but people literally show it through actions. Like, I've had people literally with both of my degrees have thrown it in my face as if it's not what it is, like it's not as big as it is, or I've talked about like when I had my bachelor's, I had somebody saying, well, I got a master's. But why is that? You know what I mean? Like, that shouldn't be the response. I've honestly gotten more of that before congratulations. I don't know. It's these days you kind of got to pull congratulations out of people because it's so simple. It's so simple to tell somebody congratulations to be happy for people.
Right.
But it's weird that a lot of people, it'd be a lot of the people that's close to you that feel that way. And it's sad, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if they feel like, I don't know. And especially when it comes to older people, I don't know, they feel like we're in this different era where it's impossible for somebody my age to accomplish what I've accomplished, or it makes them look at, they didn't do it. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah. I just didn't want to get that out there.
I want this. Now, I have watched some of your coworkers be jealous of you. So you are correct in that, because I have seen them from the time he came into our department. I have seen people be jealous of him, just because I always say Keontae has favor on his life. Keontae is a very hard worker. And from day one, I saw that. And let me just say this to everybody that's listening. From day one, when Ashley came to our shift, Ashley has always been a very strong worker, very smart. And again, there were people that were jealous because Ashley was coming up from where she was. But again, by Ashley being such a hard worker and being so smart, she too had favor. So yes, I have seen that at work with your where they have been jealous of both of you guys. So I get what you can. And then
I gotta get it out. And I think, I'm tell you, outside of my family or people close to me, when I say I get the most jealousy from men that are older than me, I don't know what it is. Like to see somebody like me, where I'm just kind of like I would say I'm like the cool dude. I don't follow not one crowd. You can't take me under your wing. I'm not following them old man rules. I'm not
Very
doing that
unique.
stuff. Yeah, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing that. And for me to still be able to reach the levels of whatever, be able to learn, not have to ask you for help and stuff like that, that bothers a lot of older men I done met so much. And I'm just saying it might just be my work environment. It don't might not be like that everywhere I be, but in my experience, my work environment, them older
Mm-hmm.
men, they do not like to see somebody my age. Like I don't know if and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just unbelievable that I can be right there sitting next to them. I guess I gotta do enough years in this and be up to that age to to be compared to them, and they hate it. The worst, I think their worst nightmare will be me passing them in any way or for shape or form.
Right.
So yeah, I just get that out because
You
yeah,
ain't got to say this. You're doing something right.
yeah, you're right,
Yes.
you're right.
And I think that's where a lot of the jealousies, I ain't gonna say start, but it's seen at work. It's so
Yes.
weird because I think I've experienced it too. No, I know I've experienced it too
Mm-hmm.
in a previous job where like they're hating, they're bitter inside that woman because you're miserable and stuff that I
Yes.
don't even care about. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally just come to work. I'm not thinking about you. I'm not thinking about nobody who come up in here. I don't care. And people sometimes can hate you because other people like you. And I think that was another
Right.
Yes.
big
Oh
thing.
my goodness. Oh
Like that
yes.
she hated. She wanted them to not like me so bad. And it's like,
Right.
it's
Yes.
not working, boo. Like
Yeah.
it's just not like they like me. I'm not even doing
Yes.
nothing. Like what you
Uh,
talking about?
right though, yeah.
But I hate that too at the same time because it's like I don't want anyone to be jealous of me or hate me. We
Mhm.
know that this is life, But at the same time, I really don't like it because I feel like I'm not doing anything, not purposely. Because if I want to be petty, I can be petty now. Let's be for real.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't like especially when I'm just not doing anything. Like I'm literally just walking in here,
Yeah.
But I really don't like it, and I'm just being honest. I don't like when I can feel people are being jealous and actually
Hmm.
see it. Like I just,
It's
it's so
weird.
cringe.
It is.
Yes, it's
It
It's
so
is.
weird.
cringy.
Because you always look
Ugh.
like why? Like you don't especially when you're not even trying to flex or stunt nothing, you just literally just living.
Right.
It should not that should put no type of hatred. And again, people I think the number one person people hate on is that person who is happy and just living. Like that's what get all the hate.
Yes.
Somebody who's just minding their business,
I'm
not
telling you,
bothering
I just go
nobody.
home and take a nap. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm like, I just go
everybody.
home and take a
Yeah,
nap.
everybody just liking their company. People hate that person for some reason. It's gonna be somebody jealous of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if people trying to be different or what, but that person right there can get somebody who a hater steamed. I'm talking they could be red hot based off that just because you happy. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so I guess that goes to say, like, are there? Oh, and I had wanted to say that too. Um, I know for me, have you ever been in a situation where I know it used to happen a lot when I was younger, but
Mhm.
it don't tend to happen now. I think because people are in their own
Mm.
vibrations. I don't know, but
Yeah.
let's just say if you wanted that Golden State jersey that you got on, ugh, and I saw it, and I wanted it too. And you kind of felt the need to not get it because the other person had it. And it's like, I'm gonna have to be real 100 right now. And I know people gonna think I'm lying, but I swear to God,
Hmm.
I do not care. If you like it, Keontae, get it. I don't
Right. Right.
care. Like,
Yeah.
I do not care because it has been moments too where I didn't say something out loud. Let's just say if I didn't say anything about Golden State to you, or you don't even
Hmm.
know that I'm just a true fan of, a Golden State fan or something like that.
Right.
And you see the jersey, you're like, oh, I want it. I was like, dang, I was gonna go in the store and get it. Like, should I
Hmm.
stop myself from getting it because you got it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
and it's funny because I was talking to my sister about it. And I was like, I wonder, does that have to do something with birth order? I don't know if it's because I'm the middle child and I'm used to sharing things, or me and my sister
Yeah.
always kind of had the same things. Like, I don't
Hmm.
care. Like, if you want it, like, get it. Like, it does not bother me. Like,
Yeah.
because I think you can tell the difference when someone is purposely just trying to do it versus like, no, they really like that. You know,
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
can't get
Now,
mad
I
because that
do
is something
struggle
that you
with
want.
that.
Mm.
I will say this,
Mhm.
since you brought this topic, I do struggle with that. Like, I've had some instances whereas I don't know, I don't like that. Like, if I like something, I don't want you to get the exact same thing. It just makes
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we know. We know.
Really?
it does. I feel like
Yes.
We know.
I know y'all know. So I struggle there. Now I do struggle there. It's like, I don't know. But
Mhm.
recently I will say that I started to, and my self-discovery, to kind of unpack why that bothers me. And so
Mm.
I'm not, and it was really good to see that this was an area that bothered me, because I've had a couple of instances where it happened and I was
Right.
trying to really figure where is that coming from. Hadn't really still unpacked all of it, but
Mhm.
I ideal as to why that bothers me the way that it does.
Mm.
So now I
Yeah.
can say that. So it wouldn't be the jealousy, but that whole just like that copycat type of thing is a
Mhm.
Mhm.
little struggle for me.
I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna lie. It depends. That's one of them. Like, when I say it, literally depends. Like,
Mhm.
it depends on the person. It depends on the situation.
Yeah,
Because I did,
me too.
yeah.
Right. It's
And
just like,
I
especially if I know that
yeah,
you did it on purpose. Now that bothered
yeah,
me. But if it's
Yeah,
just,
see,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I
If
mean. You
it's
got like the
on, you
intent
can tell
behind
when
it.
it be on purpose. Yeah.
yeah, now,
Yeah, yeah.
that's it. Like, if it's on purpose, that bothered me. But now,
Hmm.
I do have the same item, some similar things like one of my cousins, and we be like, okay, girl, we're gonna do such and such together with it. We
Yeah.
are all
Right.
excited because I know that it didn't happen because she knew I had it or I knew her
Hmm.
had it. We just happened to
Mhm.
have it. And then once we figured out that we both had it, we went and bought it again. But even when we bought it again, we was just like, girl, I got this. And we laughed about it. Now
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's fine all day long, because I know in that instance, it's
Yes.
nobody trying to compete, nobody trying to copycat.
Yes.
It was no ill will about it at all. But I think what I have a problem with, when a person is just being ill about it, I just feel like, why?
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
why all these things that you can go do, be original. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
things, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I may be petty right here, but certain things that people have, man, that'd be the last thing I want, because I just be like, I
Right.
don't look at it.
Hmm.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, material things, but like because I think by me saying that I get jealous that she can get money out of guys, it's material things. But
Hmm.
besides that, like, any material stuff anybody get, I do not give them. Like, I
Yeah.
don't
Right.
care at
Right.
all. Like,
Yes.
because I know I can get it.
Right. And
Yes.
it's
That's
nothing that,
it. Yeah.
If I want it, I
That's
can
it.
get it
Well,
now.
that's it right there.
But
That's
yeah.
it.
right. Like, you could go get let me see what let me not talk about anybody's car, but it's certain cars. Well, let me not say that, because I know somebody got one, but I was gonna say it's one of those cars, man. Everybody be getting it, costs a lot of money. I don't care. They can get that. They can purchase that car right there until I don't want it. I'm
Right.
not.
Right.
Hey, let me be honest. I'm not. I can just go on ahead and say it. I'm not gonna pay a whole bunch of money for a Genesis. No, sir,
That.
Bob.
Right.
It's a big Hyundai. So now, is it pretty? Yes. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it nice? Yes. But you can buy that Genesis all day long. I don't care
Yeah.
about that.
Right.
But it's
Yeah.
not fool me, because it's a big
Yeah.
Hyundai, and that's just how I feel about it. Shout out to
Yeah.
Hyundai. I got some cousins that work.
Oh,
Oh.
weak.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I was saying about it being a situation, like when I think, because I do a lot of things where I feel like I'm unique in some ways. Where I always, y'all know, I usually go for stuff that I know nobody got. Like, even with my clothes and stuff. Not this right
You
here, I know,
are
but
unique.
Yeah.
I used to try to be, not as natural to me. Like I have a taste where I really like with the stuff that nobody really going for. That's just where I'm at. So if that piques interest in somebody else, I'm cool with it. If if they just be like, oh, where you get that from? I like that, they go get it. That's cool. I don't feel like, feel no way about it. But if literally you done did it 10 times in a row, I'm like, well, trying to be my clone or what you trying to do? Like, let me know, like, if that's what's going on, that's different. Like, I don't want it to get weird. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like nobody naturally gonna go get every single thing somebody got unless you just trying to be like,
right.
I don't know, unless we'd have talked about it or something, but just if every time I got someone, like you say you like it, that's good. But if every time I turn around, it's even crazier when you say you like what I got on you, that's where I get it from, you still get it. That means you literally
wait. And it's funny because I don't even think about it. And not saying something wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, I'm really thinking about it.
Yeah, like it just, I said, I usually don't pay attention to it. I think it's cool, like whatever. I mean, but it's like when it had to be somebody really close to be for me to be bothered by it. I don't really care, but that was the part. I just had to say that.
And going back to the original part, because I actually do like that you guys said be original, and then but then also isn't original being yourself,
right?
Because you're unique in your own way, right?
Yes.
So if being original, to me, being original isn't trying hard. Because you're being yourself. I think when some people hear that, it's kind of like, okay, be original. That means I gotta put flag and polka dots together with some striped boots. Like, no, it's kind of like just to wear. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I feel like y'all are very original. I don't ever see y'all. I don't think y'all wear one thing. I think y'all done got it from somebody else. So y'all looking at this like, oh, I see that on there. I'm gonna get that. I feel like y'all got your own style. Everything y'all want, y'all getting it because y'all like it. That's how you're supposed to be.
And then sometimes I think some of that doesn't hit until after a certain age, and probably not for everybody, but I do think literally after a certain age, you really just don't care.
That's true.
Like, I like this, I'm gonna wear it. I think at 21, 22, it was kind of like I was like, hold on now, hold on, wait. 33, look. Give me that turtleneck and them jeans and come on. It's still gonna be cute, but I'm not putting thought into like if somebody really likes this or not. Like, yes, I want people to like it, but at the same time, it's not like I'm finna lose sleep if you didn't like this leopard print turtleneck.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's go ahead.
Okay, so I had this incident where I was looking for I needed a white outfit for one of my friends. TJ was turning 50, and so she had an all white party. And so I was going everywhere. I had went by work and just went in the mall, and I was running out of time to find a white outfit. And so at the last minute, somebody suggested go on Amazon. I was like, okay. So when I went on Amazon, I saw something. Matter of fact, I was at work and I showed it to y'all.
Yeah.
As I was looking at it, I was like, you know what? This is perfect. And also too, it was able to come in the next day because I have Prime. So I went ahead and I ordered and I looked at it. And then when I started looking at it, I said, wait a minute, I think Kyla got this dress because it looked like the dress Kyla wore to my party. And so I went ahead and I got it. And then I texted her and I said, what's the name of that dress you had bought? I said, I think I just bought your dress. And she was like, girl, ain't my dress. And I said, I said, show me a picture of it. I said, because honestly, I think I done bought it. But, it was different in color because, I was just white. So it looked different, but it was the exact same dress, the exact same person or whatever. And so I told her, she was like, girl, I don't care about that. But it wasn't that I didn't even realize that was her dress until after I was looking at it and I was just like, I think that is. And I went ahead and got it. And let me tell you what I did. It's so funny because I love the dress so much. When I bought the dress for myself, I bought two. I bought TJ one too. I was like, I needed to buy two things. And so I bought me a white one to wear to her party. And I bought TJ one because she's an Alpha Kappa Alpha as well. Gotta say that. And so, about her green one. And then I went back to Kylie and I said, girl, I said, why I bought 2 of those? I said, I bought one to wear. And then I said, I bought one for her. And it was so funny because when I went to the party, TJ said, oh, I love that dress. I said, girl, I said, girl, I got you.
Oh,
yeah. And I like that.
Right.
That's good because you ain't really think about like who got this and who, because it really, at the end of that, like I said, a lot of little stuff don't matter. It really don't matter. It's gonna look different on everybody else anyway. Like it don't matter most of the time. You know, like whatever. You know,
they to wear hers too. Like you ain't never wore that dress. I need you to wear it. I don't want to see it.
And the thing too is like, what is the line between? I always tell my sister it's a line, like telling the truth. Because sometimes I feel like when I say something, I'm telling the truth, even though I be like, I'm just hate. But I was like, no, I'm just telling the truth though. Like it ain't really hate. I'm just really telling the truth. But where is that line between hate and you telling the truth? Like hate telling the truth. You know.
I think it's the intent. Like I said, you know, I said it with everything though, but I really think it's the intent. Like if you, I feel like you know when somebody hate. I mean, let me think of an example. If I came up to you, just say it's about some clothes or something. I don't know. If I came up to you, or like, are you talking about the jealousy stuff, right? You still talking about the jealousy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if I came up to you and was like, like I wanted that, you know, like I'm glad you had that, but I was jealous of that. Like I wanted that too, but you know, it's you look good in it. Rather than I feel like a hater would come to you and be like, you had that. I mean, it was too little for you for real, but I mean, for you for real. I mean, it was alright or whatever. I was gonna get that too, you know. I just end up not getting it, but I'm glad you got it, and you got it on sale too. Then, well, yeah. That's why I feel like it's the intent behind it. You gonna always tell somebody hating. Like it might be hard to tell at first, but the way that person move with it, you're gonna be able to tell. Like they just being honest with you, or they just literally hating on you.
Now this telltale that you could tell when somebody hate. Whenever somebody said, "Oh, that little thing," look that. When they said,
when they say milk, they
come to the house, they'll be like, "Oh, your little house cute."
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. They try to downplay.
He got your little girlfriend.
Right there. That's it.
I see you in your little car.
Okay.
That's it. They really do. They try to downplay anything. They can't get. Ain't gonna give you no credit. They ain't gonna make it seem as good as it is. They gonna hate on it. So yeah.
I always say I just look easy, but it ain't easy. But I make it look easy.
Okay. Okay. So you good? You must have crumble cookie today.
I didn't like it's so bad. I need it though.
So
asking, have I ever experienced jealousy in a relationship? And I'm gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say which one, but yes, I have. I think sometimes people feel like when you have favor, and I bet they say, "Oh, she getting churchy," but when you have favor of God on you, I used to always say this all the time: God ain't gonna let you be ugly to me. You could be ugly. I promise you, God gonna get you. Because I don't have no ill intent for people, and because my heart is pure in that area, I'm a person who I'm not trying to get over on nobody. So I always tell people, mess around and treat me bad if you want to. God gonna get you. I promise. Because I'm a straight shooter. I'm not playing games with people. You know, I'm fair. I'm feisty, but at the same time, I always say that. So I just think that sometimes people get jealous of because you're so blessed, because you have favor. They be trying to figure out how you got the same income they have, but you outliving them, or trying to figure out they got more education than you at the time, but you still outliving them. So, I mean, people can be jealous about a lot of stuff, but it don't matter. It don't have to be like just material stuff. It could just be people jealous because you know how to make things work. And the one thing I have always been able to do, and I say this, that I can take a little and man, I can make it look big. I just been good at that. Even when I'm doing my reunion, I'll set a budget. And when you get to my family reunion, I'm telling you, I have everything, but I haven't charged the people that much. And everybody's trying to ask me, how did you do it? It's because I know how to do stuff. So I'm off subject a little bit in terms of how that's jealousy, but I'm just saying, yes, I have had, people before to be jealous of something. And it won't be right there in your face. It'll be subtle. Just little subtle things that they'll do sometimes. And it'll take somebody else to tell you. It may be something to pay attention to, but I may be around some of my other family members or just talking to somebody of my friends or whatever, and we're just discussing something, and they'll be like, Tasha, that person jealous of you. And I'm like, what? For real? I'm like, no. And they're like, I'm telling you, you're not listening. And so I've had those instances where someone has told me, and then over the years, when I look back at it, I say, you know what? They were right. But at the time, you be so in love that you don't see. But yes, I have experienced that. And I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you're dealing with somebody that's jealous of you, y'all ain't getting nowhere fast because they working against you. You're never on the same page. I'm just leave it alone. I'm going to leave it right there.
She's going to do that. I knew she was going to do that. I knew she was going to say it.
It's okay.
Okay. I don't know if I did talk to somebody and they were jealous of me, I probably didn't pick it up. I'm not gonna lie, because I always feel like I always say this when somebody was first start talking to me and they see that most people can see first that either I get an image like I get attention from a lot of people, or well, like Ashley say I'm friendly, but I'm not. But Ashley say I'm friendly, and I am not. Okay, tell me up, but okay. I think
seriously, you are like a magnet. People like
you.
You have
exactly.
You're a magnet. You really are. And the exciting thing about myself, I'm telling you, people love me. Just especially when they get to know me. At first, they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know about her," but then they're like, "Oh my gosh, she's so sweet. I just love her."
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Well, let me take friendly as a compliment, but yeah. So I don't necessarily like even though I'm supposed to get on my nerves, but it's because I'm so like I feel like I have a welcoming energy around me or something. Yes, I be laughing, I make jokes, and I make myself approachable, even though I be thinking I walk around looking mean. I really don't, I guess. So people talk to me or whatever, and people who I've talked to do not like it. But I tell people that we knocked that out early. So if I say that, I'm like, you're gonna be jealous of the attention I get and that people want to talk to me. It's not gonna work because it ain't like I'm gonna be mean to people for you. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not how I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna cut off every person and friend and stuff I got because you jealous or something. So in that light, yeah, I feel like I've talked to people who are jealous of the attention and people want to be cool with me and me always having somebody to go somewhere with, and if I leave the house, I don't have to rely on them to leave the house. If I'm going somewhere, I don't have to necessarily check in with them because I am, like it be other people. So on that end, yeah, I feel like I have talked to people where they are jealous. Now, before I do want to speak for the women, where I see a lot of men jealous of the women they talk to because of that same thing where.
Attention.
When women, attention. They hate it. That's crazy because they want that girl because she get attention. But when they get the girl and she get attention from other people, they forget that they was on the other side. So how can you blame? I mean, how can you look at her crazy for getting attention, but you start talking to her because of attention you gave her? So it's like you can't. You talking to somebody who look good and stuff like that. What you think you gonna get with her? She gonna start looking bad? Like
right.
You gonna get it. Yeah, you going. That attention will come, and I see it. That's how I think a lot of people get in those toxic situations where they talk to somebody and it'd be good at first because they got who they wanted, but as soon as they see like, oh, this is somebody that people want, like, and they start getting jealous of them, they're gonna make it a way where they gotta stay in the house. Where if they got that much control, they're gonna try to keep them in the house. They're gonna every time they got someone
try to dim their light.
Yeah, they're gonna anyway, anytime they doing something, especially when they got to do somebody else, they're gonna probably stoop it down to the lowest level. They not finna congratulate them for no accomplishments. They just want you to be right there. They're gonna try to shrink you down as small as possible, especially when, I see that all the time. Men be jealous of the women they talk to. So yeah, I'll say that. And I'm not a pick me. Okay.
Let's look. I think of course, I had situations similar where the guys are jealous of what I don't even consider attention. It's just regular talking because I don't feel like people come at me like that. Like, but I guess guys see it differently because I can be like, oh, this is just my classmate or like somebody that I ain't even paying attention to. Right. Now, like jealous, I think of me in a sense. I don't know if I ever had any guy like jealous of me in a sense. I keep saying in a sense, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can sense where, okay, I'm gonna have to be honest, where it's times I told y'all before where I feel like guys would say, oh, you got your daddy, you got your mama. And it's that behind it just felt something like, wait, hold on now, where we going with this? Because I can't help the cards that I was dealt now. And I get it. Right. I get it. My parents helped me out a lot and stuff like that, and I will thank them forever. But at the same time, I can't not help that they help me.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
If you help me, then I won't have to ask them, right?
Yeah, right.
But I don't know if there's jealousy or just hurt. I'm just gonna say that I don't know if there's really jealousy or hurt, but I will just say that it makes me feel like a jealousy sense in a way.
I feel like there's jealous,
and that's where the icky feeling coming again. Ugh, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't like saying it, but it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just say this, because I've had someone tell me that, and I know that you're like me. Your mom and your dad are married and been married for years. So I think when they say that to you, a lot of times when people say that to me, it's because they admire it. So it's not that he was like, you have your dad or your family. I think it was more just letting you know, hey, I like the fact that you have this. Because one of my childhood friends, one of the things that he said to me a couple years back was that he always loved the fact that I had a mom and a dad, and that we all seem so close, and that me and my brother are, like, my brother is literally my best friend. We are super close. Like, I love him. That's my dude right there. And he noticed that friendship. And some of my cousins have told me this too. They just love the relationship that me and my brother have because we're thick as thieves. And we all been like that. Like, my brother is so loving. And I mean, we're just really close. So I think it's not like jealousy per se when they say that. It's just admiring what you have in your family, where it's normal to you, but somebody who doesn't have that, they're looking at, not because they're jealous, but more or less like, man, I wish I had that. And so they're saying to you, Ashley, you got your dad, you got your family, and that support.
Okay. Yeah,
and I can agree with that, and I'm glad you said admiration. And yes, I can agree with that, and it also depends on the person.
I would say depending on who it comes to.
Yeah, but I do like the word admiration because we'll get back to that in a second. But I do like the word admiration, so I can agree with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Keontae, did you have a question?
Oh, well, I guess we can tie it into this. We did have a question from a viewer.
All right. Keep watching. Keep watching.
Yes.
This viewer asks,
why?
Right.
Yes.
This viewer asks, why do people enter a relationship expecting the other person to take care of them? And when I say take care of somebody, I mean coddle them, expect them to have to not do nothing, lay back with their feet up while this other person working, doing this. You know what I mean? So yeah, why do we think that is so?
Who want to go first?
I'll let Tasha go first because I'm about to nail it in the head already.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all know what I'm going to say. Well, yeah, probably know.
It's just the world we live in. You know, I don't want to say this negatively because I'm wanting to make sure that I'm speaking what I want to for my existence. But you have some people out there in the world, they're looking to use people. They're looking to see what it is that they can get. They have that entitlement. It's just all about them. And so I think sometimes we find ourselves in relationships or meeting people, and without really getting to know them, because I know I've done it, we think that this person is just everything and a slice of bread, but hadn't time to really get to know them and understand that they got a nasty character. Well, not nasty, their attitude nasty. They don't have no character. I mean, they're literally looking for someone to do things for them, just selfish, you know, and who got time to be taking care of a grown person or just doing so much for a person? I think everybody needs to do things on your own. Nobody's trying to take care of nobody for real. Even when, even in a, you know, women and men are looking for their spouse to pull their share, whether it's doing the dishes, the laundry, or whatever. Nobody's just wanting to come in and just take on all the responsibility of somebody just feel weighed down and taken advantage of, or you know, just
I'll make sure they heard.
Oh,
I think really,
I'm like, wait, what?
ain't nobody their slave or anything like that. So you guys got to be mindful, because everybody, this is what I heard somebody say on some Instagram thing, is that the way that we are, everybody is not like that. People don't, all because I feel that, okay, all because I'm coming in as a good person, a person who's not trying to steal, mislead somebody. Everybody don't think that way. Everybody ain't coming to. So whereas I'm a straight shooter, I'm gonna let you know if I like it, I like it. If I don't, you ain't gonna get no airtime. You're gonna know. Everybody don't do that. So you'll find yourself sometimes getting hurt because you're thinking that everybody operate the way that you operate with a good heart, and everybody don't. Or what they can get out of you, how they can use you, and when they realize that they cannot use you, they don't want to be bothered. So that's their entitlement, and it's just, you got to get away from that, because we are here for other people. We are here to help other people on their way. And I tell you, this people do not understand this, but life is serious and God is real. And I promise you, when you do ugly things in this world, and also too, sometimes friends can't go. Some of your friends you need to just let fall by the wayside, because everything what God is getting ready to send you, you know, and sometimes we just be needing to just fall off and just not be around them, because I promise you, it can impact your life, the people that you're around. And when you know that you're not around some good people, as much as it hurts you, you got to learn to let them go. Because the devil is busy in this world, not giving no honor to him, but he is just going back and forth trying to see who he can devour. And so we be thinking that we arguing with it don't even be that person. It be the devil in this world acting through this person to get you sidetracked and to get you off. People, and here's the thing, people can be jealous of you because people love you. People can be jealous of you because things seem to be going right in your life, and they want to get you messed up too. They want, see, when they're not happy, they want you not to be happy. So you got jealousy that way. You got jealousy where people know that here's the thing. People know, yeah, if something going on with Ashley, her daddy coming, baby Fred finna come. And jealous of that right there. Because when I tell you, my daddy 80. Now somebody else gonna have to drive him on the freeway to get to me, but my daddy coming. Okay. And if I got a flat tire, which I got run flats, so I don't need that. But whenever I've had a flat tire when I didn't have run flats, and whether I had a man or didn't have a man, when I called Demetrius, oh, he finna come fix that tire. So I've always had my brother, no matter what it is. If I need him to pick up my child from school, he gonna go do it. Anything that I need, my family has just been there. And sometimes people be jealous of that, you know. So you never know. And always stay prayed up. They prayed up. When I tell you I've been, but know this, when you start being prayed up, you got to know that the devil coming. He finna come because he see that you in your prayer closet. So here he come because he know I'm in my prayer closet. But the I didn't get out. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hallelujah. She didn't went off. I'm talking about what I said.
I didn't mean to do all that.
That's what I'm talking about. All right,
I got
go.
all off subject too. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What I 100% agree with Tasha. I'ma also say that what I see now is that the devil does not like you taking accountability for your actions. He wants you to stay right there where you at. He wants you to be a fool. He want to take over. Once you start taking accountability and recognizing why are you attracting these same people, or recognizing like why am I taking care of somebody who don't want to do nothing, and I really don't want this, but yet I'm still sitting here and knowing I cannot do this if I don't want to, but it's comfortable. You like it. It's some reason why you like it. So we can't put all the blame on the person that's sitting there, because if somebody sit there and let me not do nothing to take care of me, I'm gonna do the same thing.
I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So for one, take accountability. That's what we finna do. And that goes for women, especially women. Number one, women. Take accountability. Everybody, yes, not no dog and all this. We talking about specifically dudes who don't do nothing.
Right.
That when you talking about, they don't help me with the bills, I'm talking about literally guys that you talk to that ain't doing nothing with their life, but sitting at home with mama playing the game, no type of work, nothing. That's the man that I'm talking about right now. So just stay with me. Figure out, where is this coming from? Why are you taking care of someone who's not willing to help you? A grown man. And the men,
that's unattractive.
take accountability for the women that if you know you want a working woman, it's okay. Go find you a working woman.
Yes.
I don't care if you, I don't know, but just accountability. That's all I want to say. We get on the podcast and social media and we talk about women love taking men money. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Why you talking to them? Let's get there.
Right.
There you go.
If that's not what you want, why are you talking to them? Nobody is going to walk through this door and not do nothing with their life. You better be doing something.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't even gonna approach me and not be doing nothing. What do you mean? Like, we're not even finna play that game. And even if you came into my life, you think you finna quit your job and get comfortable, the door right there again, you're gonna walk right out of it. It's just that simple. Figure out, why are you attracting these people? And then we'll worry about them later. They'll worry about why are you attracting these people? Accountability. And I'm just leaving it at that.
Okay, no man this house with me.
I'm talking about
period.
Y'all done ate us so bad.
Ain't no man living with me.
Right. Y'all done ate it so bad, I just gotta keep it short. If you tell you look crazy.
I'm weak, man.
What more do you want us to do or say? You look crazy. As long as you want to look crazy, don't look crazy. It's very simple to walk away from stuff. You are not in prison. So as long as you want to look crazy, you are going to look crazy. That's all I had to say. That's it. Keep it simple. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean?
It is what it is.
Y'all don't fire. Y'all they got y'all fired up.
So yes, for that viewer who's listening, but yes, I know I get very passionate, but I just once you learn to take accountability for your actions and see literally where is this coming from? Why am I taking care of someone who isn't providing, the same thing or somewhat of it? Like, did I not get this growing up or what? Just figure out, and it's gonna hurt. I promise you. Once you figure out, like, damn, that's where it's coming from. It's gonna hurt.
But it's okay.
That go through, it's okay. Yeah. I love going through the dark.
Grow.
Me, I love it.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's
right there. You're gonna grow from it. Just please and listen. Do not mess with nobody who not providing nothing. Zero. That's all I said. Zero.
Yeah.
Right. And the one thing I want you to do
Uh-uh.
in 2023 is heal and grow.
Yeah.
I mean, do that, heal and grow.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt, but just you'll get over it. Just keep telling yourself you're gonna get over it. I promise you, you're gonna look back and be like, wow, why am I talking to this?
Yeah, exactly. Once you get
Right.
Am I stupid or something? Like, am I stupid?
The voice.
I know, right?
Start it off. And I'm gonna say Pisces are better. Yeah,
That's
it's my birthday this week, and I just feel like we are so important because people talk about us so bad. We are not that overly emotional. We don't let people run over us. Not all of us.
Let me get a Gemini on the phone. Where's the Gemini? Gemini, listen though. Let me get the Geminis on the phone.
And I feel like because I hold myself accountable and that I acknowledge all that stuff. I just want to speak for those Pisces. Stop letting people run over you. I know it's hard because it's in our nature. Stop letting people run over you. And at the end, they remember that they say we're at the bottom, but we're really at the top, and they be hating on us. That's all I got.
I just think, take time to help others. If you see a need somewhere, fill it. It may be a kind word, encouragement. Just know that people are really out here going through some things. And I just say, be kind.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
I think what I would say is just what we talked about earlier about jealousy and friendships. Because you know me, I like to clarify things too. Because I'm like, make sure I say this. I think with this topic, like the jealousy and friendship, it again goes back to like, don't hang around no friend that's jealous. We always kind of put that light on it. But realistically, we can know that some of this stuff does happen, right? And it's not saying don't be friends with a person or your best friend because at one time she was jealous of you. When I say that, I mean jealousy in the friendship, you being able to talk about it, have that space to talk about it with them and, get their viewpoint of it or let them see why and understand where is it coming from. So it is okay. It's natural. Jealousy is something natural. It is human. We're human. And it's okay. Just don't harbor that because it can turn into something envious.
Yes.
And we don't want that, do we? Thank you so much. Have a good day, you guys.
Good thing. So one of my classmates died and I saw on Facebook. So I want to just say a shout out to the Miller family. Moses Miller, so did his brother, and I can't think of his brother, but they were like days apart, guys. So I just want to say, I think they had a singing group, the Miller Singers. They both went to Parker High School. So I just want to say a prayer for them, for the Millers. And actually, Mo was the person who took me to get my driver's license, class of 1990.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yes, definitely praying for their family. I'm sorry to hear that.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Right, and we'll see y'all next week for episode 10.
Yes.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Turn up.
Right. All right, y'all.